Not having a why is holding you back. A why is your emotional fuel, and it turns everyday struggles into stepping stones and makes the pursuit of your end goal feel both achievable and essential. Now I have a list of 8 things here in my notebook that I wrote down for you, pretty much saying things that a why does, why it is so important to have a why. Number 1, your why acts as a compass, ensuring you stay aligned with your long-term goals, even when distractions arise. So, it's a moral compass. It's just a life compass. It's a life compass. It keeps you in the right direction, no matter what you got going on. Simple as that. Number 2, your why becomes the reason to push forward, especially when external motivation fades. We all have felt the moment, like that rush of having motivation, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, okay, I want to go get up. I want to go do this. I want to go put the work in. I'm craving it right now. And you know what I'm saying? You'll be doing it for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, maybe. But that 6th day, that 7th day, maybe you start to lack motivation. That's when you look to your why. And that's when you get that motivation from within and not from external motivators, you know what I'm saying? Outside motivators, you know what I mean? Number 3, it gives you the mental strength to overcome obstacles, setbacks, and self-doubt, you know what I mean? Whenever you have battles in your head, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta dig deep within and you gotta find a reason to keep going, you know what I mean? That why is the reason, you know what I mean? I can't stress it enough. It's important to have a why. And number 4, we've got, it helps you prioritize tasks that align with your ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? You stay on track. You stop doing things that take away from your end goal, that set you back. You know what I'm saying? Why would, when you take 2 steps forward, would you go do something that takes you any amount of steps back? It doesn't make sense. Your why helps you prioritize the tasks that keep you on the right path. Now 5, a strong why creates an emotional connection to your goal, making you more disciplined and consistent, making it easier to show up even when the process is slow or challenging. You know what I mean? You have a deeper connection to your why. It could be something like, oh, my why is because I want to show up for my family. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's your future family, or maybe it's just for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their different reasons, you know. But when you find a why, or when you have a why that you have a emotional connection to, it's obvious. It's going to be easier to be more disciplined and consistent, which will make it easier to show up even when the process is slow or challenging. That's number 5. Now, number 6, it says, it shifts your mindset from I might to I will, because your purpose feels non-negotiable. If y'all seen that interview with Kobe, where he said, oh, this is a non-negotiable, like he told himself, I gotta do this. He gave himself non-negotiables where when it came to doing that task, he said, you know what, fuck all feelings, fuck anything that's gonna hold me back, get rid of it, I gotta go get to work. That's all that means. Now at number 7, the journey feels more rewarding because you're connected to a deeper meaning. You know what I mean? When you complete those tasks that you know you need to get done, tasks that you know have gotten you closer to where you want to be simply because you got it done, that's a crazy amount of dopamine that your mind is gonna get. I'm not gonna lie. You get a crazy amount of dopamine when you know that you did something good that gets you to the point that you want to be in the end. You know what I'm saying? It's you feel rewarded. You know what I'm saying? And from that feeling of like joy or happiness that you get from doing a task, you feel a little bit more relaxed. You feel a little bit more at peace with yourself, and you know that you're on the right path. So it also helps out with confidence and self-esteem as well when you really think about it. Now, number 8, your why can inspire others, which could lead to you ending up being a role model or a leader. You know what I mean? You doing the good things in your life you doing the things that you need to do to progress in your life, other people eventually will see it. And from them seeing it, it's almost like a, oh wow, you know what I mean, type of a thing. And it might make them look at themselves, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that people do nowadays, just compare themselves to others, yada yada, you know what I'm saying? It's unhealthy to do if you're being unhealthy with it, honestly. There is a such thing as healthy comparison, I think, but it's not what this video is about. We'll get into it another day. But anyways, people will look at you, they'll see you're doing good, and you might inspire people, other people that you don't even know that you inspire. You can go ahead and take a look right here. It don't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you have a why? So imagine this. This is just a scenario we're talking about. Say you're standing there with no purpose, with no end goal. What do you do, right? So what you should do is notice that you aren't your best self by visualizing who you want to be. Who you want to be. You'll be like, okay. What do I envision? Say if you're in a position I'm in. What do I envision a hardworking man doing? Then you envision it. Then you say, am I doing those things? Okay, maybe I'm not doing this, maybe I'm not doing that, but I'm doing that, but I'm not perfect. I got some flaws. And the point of it is to point out your flaws. Point out what you're missing. Why aren't you what you want to be? Now, the next step is finding your why. Identifying what you need in order to fulfill your vision. That's all it is. You just need to identify what you need to fulfill your vision. Once you found your why and you found out what you want to be, who you want to be as a person, now line up what you need to do in order to get to that end goal. Man, after that, you stick to the grind. You now have your why. And like we said before, your why is pretty much a motivator. It's your emotional fuel, and it keeps you going. Something you'll always be able to come back on and look back to. And when you're in a time of struggle, when you feel down and out, when you feel like, fuck, how can I keep on going? You can keep going. You are the key to success. It's your actions that define where you end up in the end. It's that simple. Whether you realize which actions are getting you closer, are getting you further away from where you want to end up, is on you. And it takes accountability and honesty with yourself. Simple. It's a year to get better, and every day is another day to just be better. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting emotional stuff get to you. Stop letting the mental things take over. I'm saying just be better. Just try to be better and work on your flaws, and that's it. That's all you can do, and that will get you to where you want to be in life. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all got a good message from what I said today. If you did, consider liking, consider subscribing, you know what I'm saying? Sticking around for the long run. And yeah, man, logging out.